Welcome to the Helping Your Garden Grow video series on our amazing new patent-pending tomato cage, the Tomato Holder. We believe it's the most versatile and adaptable plant support system on the market today. Instead of trimming this, I just don't want to lose all these plants, and you're free to trim it. I'm going to add a second row around the outside to support the growth that's no longer inside the cage. So what I'm going to do is go about a foot from the center of that, and I'm just going to add my first segment. And we'll put it nice and stable. And then we're going to move to the next segment, and we're just going to gently lift these limbs up. And we'll just set this there like that. And we'll lift this next one. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go right on the edge of that. Once again, the post about a foot from the center. And you don't have to be really exact, and we're just going to push these down, nice and stable. We're going to pick up these leaves. Now you can tie these up, but I don't really think you need to. The leaves will help immensely. And then as you go around, you just put them together. Each segment gets 2 clips. Remember, once again, you're going to want to put them from the inside out. We're going to push the clips from the inside of the tomato holder and snap them on each of the poles. And the lower clip should be just off the bottom rung like this, and then you just close these to lock. The upper clip is installed the same way. Farther up the poles, you clip them all the way to the back, and it should be about 4 to 5 inches from the top, which makes it easier to put the second level on. And then you just lock them in. Once again, we have several branches that are down on the ground, very heavy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one at a time. We're going to put it right on the edge so the clips go together, about a foot from the center, and we'll just, nothing's real. You don't need to be real careful about how far. And another segment. This next set of branches. Now it's much easier if you have 2 people, but as you can see, one person can do this whole job. Here's a whole bunch of tomatoes that I would have lost by trimming this up. Now I'm going to put this one in here just to get it some support. Now this just saves you time, energy, because you no longer have to come out and try to stake every one of these and then watch for it. So now we're going to just shove this in here like this. And then we're just going to gently bring them together and lock the clips. Now don't be afraid to pull these leaves a little bit. You got plenty of leaves on these plants. And you'll probably want them, when you're done, going in here in the inside and trim off a bunch of the inside leaves to give it better airflow and circulation, and so you can see the tomatoes growing. Now we're going to add our last segment, and our second section around this plant will be done. And when these grow up a little more, you can add the second tier on the outside. Pick this last branch up, and we're going to just insert the tomato holder on the 2 edges and just push it firmly into the soil. Clip them together. And when you're installing these clips, the bottom one should be just a little off the bottom rung, and these should be about 4 or 5 inches from the top. and it makes it much easier to put the second segment on. We finished the lower section on this plant, and if you take a look at this plant has 2 rows, 2 sections, 2 heights on both of them. What a beautiful tomato plant.